many substances present, and they all are made up of the matter.
Matter is classified into living matter and non-living matter.
Living matter contain plants and animals, and we will deal with them in the biology. Now, today we will discuss in chemistry about the non-living matter. Non-living matter is further classified into two types, that is pure substances and impure substances. So we will see what is meant by the pure and impure substances. So first of all, we will discuss about the pure substances in detail. The substances which has definite composition and definite set of properties are called as a pure substances. Pure substances. The substances which has other substance mixed into it or present into it are called as a impure substances. As we know, pure substances are classified into two types, elements and compound. So let's see the elements in detail. So what is the element? In our surrounding there are many substances present, and that all substances are made up of from the basic substance called as a element. Element is the smallest unit from which all the other substances are made, and we cannot divide that elements into the simpler form further on any process. Element is defined as a pure substance which is made up of the only one kind of atoms, and it cannot be converted into the further simpler form. The elements again classify into the four types. They are metals, non-metals, metalloids and inert gases. The examples of elements are gold, copper, oxygen, nitrogen and so on. So let's see the various classification of elements in detail. First, metals. Most of the elements which are well known to us are called as metals. For example, copper, aluminium, gold, silver and so on. In our day-to-day life, everyone is using the metals every day. Properties of the metals. Metals are shiny. Most of the metals are solid, exception mercury is a liquid metal. Metals are ductile. We can draw them into the wires, or we can stretch into them into the wire form. Most of the metals are malleable. Malleable means we can make the sheets from the metal. All the metals has their fixed physical and chemical properties. Metals and non-metals have fixed or high melting and boiling point. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. It means they can able to carry the electricity through them. Metals produce the sound when they struck. For example, temple bell. It is also made up of the metal, and as we struck it, then it will make the sound. Non-metals. Non-metals are very less in the number as compared to the metals. Non-metals are present in the form of either they are solid or either they are present in the gaseous form. Non-metals are not ductile or they are not malleable. Non-metals do not carry electricity or heat through them. So they are called as a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are not shiny. They surfaces. Non-metals have low melting and boiling point, and non-metals are not producing the sound if they struck like a metals. The examples of various non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and so on. Metalloids. They are neither a metal nor a non-metal. They have some properties of metal and some properties of non-metals. Metalloids examples are arsenic, germanium, boron, and silicon. Gases. The element is classified into the last type. It is called as inert gases. These are the elements which do not react with the other element, and they are present in the nature in the form of traces. See atoms and the molecules in detail. Atoms can be defined as the smallest unit of an element which exhibits all the properties of an element, and it may or may not have the independent existence. Molecules. Molecules are the smallest unit of an element or a compound, and it has the independent existence. Molecules of an element. When two or more atoms of an element get combined together, then there is a formation of a molecule. For example, two atoms of hydrogens get combined to form the hydrogen molecule. Second example, three atoms of oxygen gets combined to form the O3, that is ozone molecule. Molecules of a compound. When two or more atoms of elements get combined, then there is a formation of the molecule. For example, water molecule. Water molecule is formed from the two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atoms. Same way, carbon dioxide. It also contains carbon and one atoms of the carbon and two atoms of the oxygen. And CO2 represents the molecule of the carbon dioxide. Formulae is a short way of representing the molecules of an element or a compound. Molecule is said to be a monoatomic when it contains only one atom. For example, sodium, helium, potassium. If the molecule contains the two atoms, are called as a diatomic. For example, oxygen O2, nitrogen N2. A molecule is said to be a triatomic if it contains the three atoms. For example, O3, ozone molecule. It contains three atoms of an oxygen. Molecule is said to be a polyatomic if it contains more than three atoms. For example, the molecule of an phosphorus. It contains P4. It means 4 atoms. Another example is sulfur. Sulfur SH. It contains the 8 atoms of an sulfur to form the sulfur molecule. Compounds which are present in the gaseous form with their formula. So let's see the compound with their formula.
Carbon dioxide, CO2. Carbon monoxide, CO. Sulfur dioxide, SO2. Sulfur trioxide, SO3. Ammonia, NH3. Hydrogen sulfide, H2S. Nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Nitric oxide, NO. Nitrous oxide, N2O.
After the gaseous compound, the next is metallic compound. As we know, when metal gets reacts or combines with the oxygen, there is a formation of oxide, especially metallic oxides. So let's see some names of the metallic oxides. as well as their formula. So first, magnesium oxide. Formula is MgO. Zinc oxide, ZnO. Iron oxide, FeO. Lead oxide, PbO. So as we saw, all the elements containing their name as well as the oxygen atoms, it shows they are present in the form of oxide. When metallic elements reacts or gets combined with the sulfide, there is a formation of metallic sulfide. And the metallic sulfide examples are magnesium sulfide, that is MgS, calcium sulfide, CaS, iron sulfide, Fes, copper sulfide, Cus, zinc sulfide, Zns. Type of element present in the compound. Second, number of each kind of atoms in one molecule of the compound. Third, ratio of different types of atoms present in the molecules. And last, mass of one molecule of the compound we can find very easily with the help of given formula. Our next topic is uses of various elements and the compound. So as we know, there are various elements and various compounds present in our surrounding and which we are using in our day-to-day life. Gold, silver, platinum, these are the metals. They have the shiny surface or they are lustrous in the nature. So they are useful for making the different jewelry. Copper and aluminium. As we know, copper is a good conductor of electricity. So copper is used in the electrical wires as a conductor of electricity. As well as we are using the many utensils of copper and the aluminium in our day-to-day life. Copper can mix with the other metal like zinc and tin to form the mixtures brass and bronze, and they are more durable and more stronger than the copper. Iron is most useful metal among all the metal, and it is heavy, stronger and easily available to us. By using the iron, we can make heavy tools or the machine parts. Next, diamond. Diamond is a form of the carbon and which is the hardest form of the carbon. The diamond, pure diamond is used as a gem or used in the attractive jewelry. As well as the impure diamond is used to cut the glass. Graphite. Graphite can mark the white paper black. So due to this, it is used to make the leads of the pencil. As we know, this is a pencil. The lead is made up of the graphite. Coal, wood, natural gas. As they burn, they are producing the energy, and so that they are used as a fuel. And fuel produces heat energy as well as light energy. Next, water. Water is known as a universal solvent. As we know, water is playing important role in plants as well as in the animal's body. The water is also useful while preparing the solutions in the medicinal industries. And there are various uses of water in our day-to-day life. Plastic is a non-conductor and it is used as an insulator. So due to this property, plastic is used in the coating of the electrical wires. So as we saw, the outer layer of this electrical wire is made up of the plastic. Sand is a compound which is used to make the glass. Next, argon and neon. Argon and neon are the inert gases and they are used in the electrical bulb. They fill in an electrical bulb due to their inert nature, and they are not reacting with the tungsten filaments present inside the bulb. and they are avoiding the destruction of their bulb.